Hey guys! In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how we can use Makeblock Orion and mBlock variables to create a countdown timer. So this is a countdown timer going from 10 to 0, and it's using the 7-segment display, and we are connected to the Makeblock Orion board. So this tutorial will show you how we can make it. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is load up mBlock. And just make sure that you've connected your Makeblock Orion board to the serial port. So make sure you use the micro USB cable. So remember, I'm using a Mac, so it looks a little bit different on my screen compared to the Windows screen. All right, now we are connected, and we know we are because it's green. And also make sure the board is Orion, as I've stated before. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to create our program. So how are we going to store this number from 10 to 0? Well, we need to create a variable. A variable is something in a program which we use to store information which we can use in the program. Okay? So the program needs to know what number it's on for the countdown. So we're going to start at 10. Well, we're going to call the countdown number number. We're going to call it number, okay? And what we'll do first, we're going to set the number to 10. So set it to 10. All right, you can set it to any number you want, but I'm going to set it to 10. And now, because this is going to be on a 7-segment display, I am going to use the 7-segment display thing here. And at the moment it says number 100. We want to change that. Instead of having the number 100, we want whatever is in the variable number, we want to put that in there. So it will always display this value. Okay, and because this is a countdown, we want it to go from 10 to 0. So every 1 second, we want it to deduct 1. Every 1 second. So we're going to use a little mathematics here. So first thing we need to do is we need to say first, we have to wait 1 second, and every 1 second, when we start at 10, every 1 second, we want to change number by -1. So if it's 10 minus 1, then it becomes 9. So after that, then we want to display the new number. Okay, we want it to display the new number, but we want this to keep repeating until it gets to 0, right? We don't want to keep copying this code over and over. We want to use a loop, right? So we're going to use a repeat loop. And the benefit of using a repeat loop, not this one, but the benefit of using a repeat loop is that we don't have to keep repeating this code. We don't have to copy it and copy it and copy it. We just use this. So we want to say repeat this until the number gets to 0. Okay? We need to create a little bit there. So we need to create the operator. So this equals this. It looks like a hexagon shape. It will fit in there. We're going to put the number 0 in here. Okay, we're going to put the number 0 in here. Now, we want number equal to 0. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's what we have. Now, before we put this into the Makeblock Orion, I'd like to test the program on the screen. Now, you can see next to this panda, there's a variable here, and it says number is 0. So what we're going to do is we're going to test the program here. So instead of using Orion program, we're going to use events when the green flag is clicked. It's very similar to Scratch, actually. Now, if we do this correctly, that should go from 10 to 0. So let's give that a try. Okay, let's start now. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And it stops. Now, if you want to see that, you want to make that a little bit bigger. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Now, if I wanted to make it faster, I could say, instead of waiting 1 second, I could wait 0.2 seconds. So, see, now it goes a lot faster. Okay, but I want to change that back to, I just want to keep it 1 second every time the number changes. Okay, now we know that works. We're going to transfer that over to the Orion board. So let's go back to the Orion board. So here's the 7-segment display. And by the way, if you have a look at the program, you will see that it is port 3. So we have to make sure that we plug the 7-segment display with the RJ25 cable into port 3. So that's this one. Also, try to follow the color combination as well. Okay, so if you plug it into 1 and 2, it doesn't work. So let's plug it into 3. Okay, there we go. Right, now at the moment nothing's displaying because we have to upload the program into the Makeblock Orion board. So we'll do that. Okay, now if we go back to the program, we need to take this green flag off and we need to change that with the Orion program. And now we right click, upload to Arduino, and now we're going to upload this program right into the Orion board. So just give that a bit of time. So, right, so you can see on the Orion board, everything's in place. So we're just waiting for the thing to upload. And now you can see it's now counting down. So what was on the screen before is now on the 7-segment display. And by the way, on the Orion board, you may have seen it at the beginning of the video, there is a reset button. If you press the reset button, it will reset back to the original program. It will go back to the start, like that. Okay, now of course we don't have to tie this up to a computer. It will run independently. If we take it out, it will power down, but if we take the lithium battery, we can now run this independently. Okay, just make sure you switch it on. Okay, there we go. All right, so it goes from 10 all the way down to 0. So there you go. That is Makeblock Orion 7-segment display. Basically a very basic countdown timer using a variable in Makeblock and also a repeat loop. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next tutorials. Thank you so much, and goodbye.